My name is Dreads of Breads. We're looking at the Warhammer preview show for Nova Open 2024. There's been some sus things just being said by the hosts. Very sus things that is starting to melt my brain. Like them saying, well, the Kriegs might be the most popular. Well, my model. To the Kriegs are the most popular military Imperial Guard. I almost said military guard for some reason. See, they're melting my brain, chat. They're melting my brain. And the other guy's like, well, I don't know much about Chaos Dwarves or anything like that. Oh, but I know what a Bull Centaur is, and my halfling teams have played against Chaos Dwarves in Blood Bowl, but I don't know what they are. Oh. So Age of Sigmar kind of got the boot with the roadmap. Not much was given out except for new rule books are coming. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And some Blood Angel stuff got revealed that I'm not too happy about with the clunky freaking jetpacks and the stubby little wings they put on the back of them. You're still going to have to, if you want them to look cool, you're still going to have to keep bashing. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I do mute the music so I don't get copyright ID claimed. I do make jokes. I do talk and look at the models. And some people on the YouTube will create burner accounts to be like, damn you, Dreadbread, don't do that. If you don't want to watch my content, then don't watch my content. Go to either the official website here over on Twitch and watch the show for yourself, or go over to the YouTube channel of Warhammer. All right, let's get into it. Ooh, Warhammer, the Horus Hersey. Bum, bum, bum.
Andy Hall, Lord of Horus Heresy from the Warhammer studio team who deals with the Age of Darkness and Legions Imperialis. Welcome.
Thank you.
I swear to God, if this guy says something stupid like the other guy did, where he says, I think this faction is the most popular one, and then they are the most popular one, my brain's going to melt.
Very much, Adam. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, pleasure. It's really nice to have you here. Yeah. It has been an amazing couple of years for the Horus Heresy setting. We saw the Age of Darkness launch. It was about
Hell yeah.
Now, right?
Summer 22.
Wow.
Yeah,
Right. And what's that been like for you and your team?
It's been a crazy ride, obviously. So we came out of the gate with a big box.
All right, so I'm going to take screenshot of this real quick, chat. Oh, you know what? This might not be a good screenshot. I'll probably have to come back and do a screenshot.
With loads of cool stuff in it. We did new Mark 6 Space Marines.
Painted a lot of those.
I've painted many of them myself, yeah. We did upgrade sets to turn them into heavy support squads, special weapons squads, all of that sort of thing. Veteran squads, you can make
Very
loads
cool
of stuff out of all of those upgrades. We came out with loads of tanks because we already had the designs in resin, so the same designers got to make them again in plastic, which is why we had so many of those. And then since then we've brought out Mark 6 Assault Marines, and then the really exciting thing, we get to expand into more factions. So
hooray!
The first wave of Solar Auxilia, more of those coming down the line. And
we've already talked about these guys,
which is the next big new faction.
Yeah, and that's sort of happening right now, isn't it? We're seeing the first of the Mechanicum in plastic.
That's absolutely right. So initially we're taking that dive into Space Marines, giving people a really good selection so they can start their journey in plastic. And then we decided to broaden that offering, because the more factions you have in the game, the more people you can draw into it, the more variety you can get.
The more excuse you have to buy cool new stuff.
Exactly.
The lure is quite strong, and from a narrative point of view, the Mechanicum offers something quite rich. You know, you've got the Martian Civil War.
He said something, chat. I'm sorry, but I have to break this out because there are people in the Warhammer 40k fan base that will gaslight you into thinking they're Warhammer 40k fans when they're not, and they will be like, lore doesn't matter to the game. It doesn't matter at all. It just holds the game back. Nope. Lore is very important, and this guy just confirmed it.
War playing out, right?
That's right. You've got a completely different type of army to Space Marines with the Mechanicum. We sometimes like to sort of compare them to fantasy tropes, if you like. The Mechanicum, we very much think of like a sort of undead army, essentially. Yeah. You've got these very sort of arcane, mysterious characters ruling it, and they're a little bit like necromancers, raising up the hordes of dry or wet undead.
Yeah, there's something really disturbing about the sort of that flesh and machine melding. You can see that sort of connection to them. Are they properly alive anymore? Yeah.
Particularly because you've got different troop types within that army, so you can have hordes of tech thralls, for example, if you want to go for that.
I do like
shadowing
those
zombie
miniatures.
horde style army, or you can have
Big robot
lots
mans.
of robots, lots of automata for more of a sort of dry undead sort of feel. But the Magi are always these characters that are coordinating the whole thing. They're
Yes.
using their cyberthurgic
Oh, damn.
spells essentially to sort of control them and focus them in battle. So it plays completely differently to a Space Marine army, but it also offers lots of different play styles. You can go for hordes, you can go for elites, you can go for big constructs.
I like that
heavy
model
weapons, the
very
whole-
much.
That's a really lovely addition to the Age of Darkness, and something sort of exciting for collectors to sink their teeth into. So that's happening now.
Yep.
People probably can see them, in their local Warhammer stores or hobby centres. What's next on the horizon for the Horus Heresy setting, be that Age of Darkness or Legions Imperialis?
So specifically for Age of Darkness, first of all, we will carry on our journey into the core Space Marine range. There'll be plenty more coming out for that. Hopefully quite soon there'll be a melee weapon set.
The long-awaited.
The long-awaited melee set, which
Hopefully Night Lords get some loving.
Roadmaps in the past. We're probably almost ready to show those, I'd have thought. Much awaited. Yeah. There'll be more Space Marine stuff, more core Space Marine stuff. Longer term, we'll start diving into the individual legions in plastic as well. But for the foreseeable future, it's still the core stuff because there's an awful lot there to do. There'll be subsequent waves of Solar Auxilia and of Mechanicum as well. So we'll carry on broadening each of those factions for a little while yet.
That's incredible. It feels like you're sort of just getting started, really.
It's quite funny, yeah, after 12 years or so of doing the Age of Darkness setting previously with Forge World and then a couple of years doing it in the plastic range, it's just starting to mature, really. So yeah, and when we get into the Legion specific stuff down the line, that will be the real awakening of it, definitely.
That sounds amazing. What can you tell us about future releases for Legions Imperialis?
Legions Imperialis is a great range because it's all plastic and most of it is drawing off of vehicles and unit types that we already know about for the Age of Darkness game. So it's definitely our ambition long term that anything that we make for the full scale Age of Darkness game, we would also make at epic scale for the Legions Imperialis game. That gives us an enormous amount of stuff to explore, so we're likely to be doing that for many years yet. There's a huge amount to do. We came out the gate with a core Space Marine and a Solar Auxilia range, so obviously we want to carry on expanding that, but there's other factions to explore. There's Mechanicum, there's Custodes, there's Sisters of Silence, there's a whole load of stuff that we could do in the future as we come to it, but it's a big job of work initially to fill out the Space Marine range and the Solar Auxilia range, so that's what we're doing for the next few years.
Awesome. That sounds great.
So that's going to be a really long wait.
Sort of inform us on what's happened and is happening for the future of the Age of Darkness and Legions Imperialis. Thank you, Andy. Up next, we're going to the World of Legend with the Warhammer Old World team.
Alrighty. So that was it for Horus Heresy, and then the little new Armageddon series stuff for Age of... God damn it. My brain for the Horus Heresy. I don't know why he's called it the Age of Darkness. So yeah, there's going to be a long wait for that. Alrighty. I will see the people of YouTube later. Bye.